Here we are, October 2023, over a year and a half later since the release of Dying Light 2. Since we last talked, actually a lot has changed. A new roadmap was released indicating that guns and firearms will be making a return. There's also now going to be a heavy focus on co-op missions, quests, and also activities too. GRE anomalies are going to be replayable. New enemy variants are coming into the game as well for both human and also infected as well. Going as far as giving the damn renegades claymores now? Wow, okay. And then Tech1 also went ahead and confirmed the existence of a VNC tower raid. Holy shit! The sneak peek also showed that Tolga and Fatin are coming back somehow. I mean, last time I saw these guys, they flew a damn rocket into a tunnel and disappeared. But here they are, they're back, they're all dripped up, and I have a lot of thoughts to say about that. Techline also stated that you'll now be able to go and turn off the bloom, a great quality of life improvement that will dramatically alter the lighting in the game for the better. They also confirmed knives, polearms, the Scorpio, weapon repairing, gear and mod dismantling, nightmare difficulty, enemies dropping their weapon, finishers, a new weapon rarity, text chat, cross-gen saves, additional color grading options, improvements to legend levels, explosive knives, and also throwing stars. Jesus Christ. We also have upcoming events, one for vampires, a Halloween one for For Honor, and then we also have a nice little Christmas one right there too. And then by the looks of it, this one kind of looks like it has a wolf or something. Dying Light 2 furries confirmed? Techland, you are playing with my emotions. This almost feels like an abusive relationship, where one day we're on good terms, and then we aren't, and then we are, and then we aren't, and then we are. So where do I begin with all of this? Mind you, all of this content is spread between now and the next 5 to 6 months, which will be very important for later, so remember that. And one thing I do want to mention is that seeing all of these changes coming, it is greatly appreciated. I know one argument that many people do use is that all of this stuff should have been in launch, and I agree. However, I much rather have this content be added in now than not at all, and I think many people do forget that. But let's go and get back to it now. Where do I begin? Do I begin with Tolga and Fatin, or maybe tower raids? Because tower raids was something I really wanted to be added into the game, and it's actually here. I honestly didn't think they would listen and add it in, but fuck, they actually did. The American in me wants to go ahead and talk about guns, the good old Second Amendment, so I think I may begin there, okay? Because I want nothing more than in Dying Light 2 to poach up on top of a windmill and be labeled as the Chris Kyle of Villador. But before we do proceed, let's get a quick message from our sponsor. This video is sponsored by Enlisted, a new kind of first-person shooter that uniquely couples PvE and PvP combat. Enlisted is available on PC, Xbox Series X, S, PS5, and last gen as well. From the outskirts of Moscow to the heart of Berlin, you can enlist into multiple campaigns, each featuring their own unique weapons and vehicles. What I love about Enlisted is that it's super approachable. It is meant for every kind of player, okay? You can hop right into a game and get playing. Every single player has an important role. The campaigns also have so much variety that it's a completely new experience every single time, especially because of the arsenal of over 100 weapons. And today you can use the link down below in the description. Get playing today for free on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. And with my link, you'll get a free bonus pack of multiple weapons, soldiers, and a premium account. With that said, let's get back to it now. Now, I am extremely excited about the involvement of firearms in this game like many others. And based off of everything that we've seen so far, we'll be getting both makeshift weapons like the Scorpio and also modern firearms as seen in the gameplay footage. My biggest worry with this is that they're going to be super overpowered and also kind of overshadow melee weapons. Like, yes, of course they still need to be fun and enjoyable to use, but even going back to the original Dying Light, guns were like another delete key in your arsenal. I just hope that they're properly balanced, which I do have high hopes for, considering that they're still focusing on melee weapons such as adding in knives and polearms into the game, which by the way, the leaked polearms that were totally not found in the game files, Tekken don't sue me for breaking the new EULA, they're absolutely incredible looking. So I'm hopeful that there's a right balance between the two and that they nail it here, especially because they are increasing the options available for us when using melee weapons, such as adding in elemental effects from thrown weapons and also the introduction of weapon repairing at the Craftmaster, making this guy actually useful once again. The new weapon rarity and also the added in dismantling options are a major quality of life improvement. Other than those slight concerns, I am fully on board for all kinds of weapons in this game. Give me makeshift, give me modern. Like going and using guns in Dead Island 2 was a blast and it was a ton of fun and it made me miss it in here. But please, I'm begging you, make sure it makes sense. I'll tell you more about that in just a second, okay? And I also think Tekken has the opportunity to do something incredible and also unique to an extent with Firearms here. I'm totally not stealing this suggestion from Aussie GG. I came up with this original and creative idea all by myself. What if we had the ability to shoot certain weapons while wall running, going ahead and further blending combat and parkour together? Kind of similar to what Titanfall 2 does. I don't know if it's possible. Just some food for thought for you. What do you think about it? Do you want something like that? Let me know down below in the comments, okay? When it comes to the in-game lore for guns, I hope that their introduction is now properly explained and it's not something stupid or silly like they just found a random weapon crate with all the guns and then here you go. Like, here are some weapons in a random weapon crate that we found. There should be some sort of quest involved, which is where I think our boys Tolga and Fatin should play a huge role in. They should go and give us a proper and fully fleshed out quest to Aiden regarding guns in Dying Light 2. So help me God if these two become another agent in the game. Jesus Christ, don't do that. The broad appeal and why these two were so beloved in the community was their condescending and brutal treatment to Crane in the original. Crane would snark back at them and their relationship was full of banter and bickering. The issue with them becoming an agent is that they just won't interact with Aiden in any way, shape, or form. Using the other two agents as an example, I'm guessing they don't hire the VA to record more voice work, so Aiden just he just stands there as the agent barks orders at him or tells them about their compelling backstory. And then Aiden just kind of stands there, he stares into their soul, not knowing what to say, like me trying to talk to any living female out there. Tolga and Fatin will be a true test to see if Tekken can bring in the original characters and treat them respectfully in this new world. They did a pretty good job with Spike in the main story, so let's hope that they can keep it up and not butcher their reputation. Like, just going and looking at everything in this roadmap, I'm just so giddy with excitement. Like, you just can't help but smile when you go and look at this because there's so much quality of life improvements coming into the game, so many community ideas that were taken and being implemented, and it's so great to see. They almost got me. They almost made me forget about it. It's still a major elephant in the room. And you're probably wondering, well, wait, Oni, didn't you say you were gonna stop Dying Light 2 content? Dear viewer, I implore you to read below, and if you still have questions, check that timestamp out. I'm in such this weird position where everything I wanted to come to the core game of Dying Light 2, it's coming and it's going to be delivered, but there's still that glaring issue of Dying Light points, and I think many people are on the same boat as I am. Like I've said previously, there are certain expectations that you have when you load up a free-to-play game versus a full-price $60+ game. It just shouldn't be in here. Had nothing ever occurred with Dying Light points, the game would be in a pretty good spot with me having a really optimistic view for the future. Like, don't get me wrong, everything in here is incredible. What the development team is doing here is truly exciting, and I respect the dedication to making things right by the community. Like, seriously, looking at this, they really cooked in the kitchen. The chefs, they did great. Honestly, it's a really shitty situation to be in. I just wish it was never implemented into the first place. I mean, this game went from a 79 on Steam to a 44. That should tell you exactly how the community is feeling about this. And I know that they're working on debundling the items, but it's just going to be a major hurdle for them, which is truly a shame because of how brilliant and fantastic this roadmap actually is and what the future of the game could look like. Like weapon repairing is something we wanted for the longest time. New enemies for both human and infected. The community has wanted this since day one. We're now finally getting knives and a text chat and a new nightmare difficulty. The veterans of Dying Light can finally have their game mode. There's still so much more in here. The new missions and firearms, it's all so exciting. Like this right here is the tech line I came to know and love, giving us the option to turn off Bloom. Thank you so much. There's still so much in here, like the tower raids. That right there is going to be both single and co-op player endgame activities, which is something we've desperately wanted in the community, and we're finally getting it. It's a brand new game mode, and as you progress through the different floors and the different levels, it gets harder and harder, and then you end at the top with a big finale. Like, sign me up. While all of this is really exciting, there's still that major elephant in the room that needs to be addressed as quickly as possible and resolved now. And that, my friends, is everything that I have to say about the current situation. My next video will be Days Gone related, because I know a lot of you have requested I go and check out that game, so I'm going to do exactly that. With all that said, my friends, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Again, thank you so much to Enlisted for sponsoring this video. You can play today by using my link down below in the description. You can play on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. By using my link, you'll get a free bonus pack of multiple weapons, soldiers, and a premium account. Thank you again, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.